I'm Ralph Singh. I live in the country outside of Syracuse, New York, and over the past 40 years I've dedicated my life to rebuilding community within our fragmented world and trying to find solutions to the problems that keep us apart. From hands-on work in India, reclaiming wastelands to create an economic base for the poor, under the tutelage of the great visionary, His Holiness Baba Virsa Singh, and finding ways to overcome the conflicts that divide us. I chaired a local human rights commission, was on the National Council of the United Nations Association, helped put together what's called the North American Interfaith Network, but wherever I went, even though I still feel that poverty is perhaps the greatest debt on the world's collective balance sheet, it is our spiritual deficit which keeps us from realizing solutions which are very much at hand and will lead us to peace. And so 20 years ago, I began consulting with schools to develop curricula which would work to help nurture the children and society's values and spiritual growth. And out of that came a curricula which I call Nurturing an Ideal Citizen of the State of Virtue. And towards that, I took teaching stories from the world's traditions and from the perspective of a child or an animal, and created this audio CD to have a curricula which works pre-K through adult. Because in essence, if we look at the big picture, it is the stories we choose to tell and how we choose to tell them which really determines the future course of our society. Moreover, I've seen a trend around the world that the stories we learn at our grandparents' feet, sitting around the traditional holiday table, become invalid the minute we walk into school. And so the continuity between a societal value or trying to create a societal ethos is in conflict. We have a tremendous amount of knowledge and technology, but very little emphasis on the wisdom to use it to create a more just society. So I'm convinced. I have just returned from the Parliament of the World's Religions, and this project captured the imagination of people all over the world, and this little CD is now in 25 countries. It's being piloted in schools by religious educators and will be used even to promote a sense of corporate ethics, because it not only inspires an individual, a child and individuals to be more compassionate, caring, and fully engaged citizens, it will inform us in terms of our public policies to be a more just, harmonious society and lead to what we want in terms of social cohesion and lead us on a path to peace. Thank you.